Stoicism, one of the most influential philosophies in the Western world, provides profound insights into how we can live fulfilling lives regardless of external circumstances. Born in the streets of Athens and later adopted by the Roman Empire, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to cultivate an inner world of virtue and resilience. Among its many powerful teachings is the principle, act as if you already own it, a concept deeply rooted in the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers and the last of Rome's 5 good emperors. This principle is not about material wealth or possessions, but rather about embodying the qualities, virtues, and inner states that we aspire to. It's a lesson in how to live as though you already possess the strength, wisdom, and peace of mind you seek, thereby cultivating them in reality. By exploring this concept, we delve into how Marcus Aurelius applied this philosophy to his life and reign, and how we can apply it to our own lives in a way that fosters true contentment and self-mastery. Understanding the concept. Act as if you already own it. The phrase act as if you already own it may initially seem materialistic or superficial, suggesting the need to fake wealth, success, or status until it becomes a reality. However, in the context of Stoicism, this idea takes on a much deeper and more meaningful significance. 1. The Stoic view of ownership. In Stoic philosophy, the concept of ownership is not tied to physical possessions or external achievements. Instead, it is about owning the virtues and inner qualities that lead to a good life. For Marcus Aurelius, the ultimate goal was to live in accordance with nature, which meant aligning oneself with reason, virtue, and the greater good. To own something in this context is to fully embody it in thought, action, and intention. For example, instead of striving to acquire wealth, a Stoic would focus on cultivating the mindset of someone who is already content with what they have. Instead of seeking recognition, a Stoic would act with integrity and humility, as if they already possess the self-assurance that comes from living in accordance with their values. This mindset shifts the focus from external outcomes to internal states of being, which are entirely within our control. 2. The role of virtue in Stoicism. Virtue is the cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believe that virtue alone is sufficient for happiness, and that it is within our power to cultivate it regardless of our circumstances. The 4 cardinal virtues in Stoicism are wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues are seen as the highest goods and the key to living a fulfilling life. To act as if you already own it means to live as though you already possess these virtues in full measure. This involves making decisions and taking actions that reflect wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, even when it is difficult. Over time, by consistently acting in alignment with these virtues, they become ingrained in our character. 3. The power of present moment living. Another key aspect of this principle is its emphasis on the present moment. The Stoics taught that the present is all we truly have. The past is beyond our control, and the future is uncertain. By acting as if we already own the virtues and qualities we seek, we anchor ourselves in the present and make the most of the time we have. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the fleeting nature of life and the importance of living fully in the present. By acting as though we already possess the qualities we desire, we are encouraged to focus on the here and now, making the most of our current circumstances and opportunities. Marcus Aurelius and the practice of acting as if. Marcus Aurelius, as both a Stoic philosopher and a Roman emperor, lived through some of the most challenging times in Roman history. His reign was marked by military conflict, political instability, and personal tragedies. Yet, despite these difficulties, Marcus is remembered not only as a capable ruler, but also as a philosopher-king who embodied the Stoic ideals he cherished. 1. Marcus Aurelius's personal struggles. Throughout his life, Marcus faced numerous personal and professional challenges. His Meditations, a series of personal writings intended as a guide for self-improvement, reveal his constant struggle to live according to Stoic principles. He often wrote about the importance of resilience, self-discipline, and maintaining a sense of inner peace amid external chaos. In the face of these struggles, Marcus would remind himself to act with the virtues he sought to cultivate. By acting as if he already possessed the wisdom, patience, and courage necessary to navigate his challenges, he was able to embody these virtues more fully over time. 2. Examples from meditations. Throughout meditations, Marcus Aurelius reflects on the importance of acting as though one already possesses the virtues and qualities one desires. In Book 4, for example, he writes, "Begin each day by telling yourself, 'Today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness, all of them due to the offender's ignorance of what is good or evil. But for my part, I have long perceived the nature of good and its nobility, the nature of evil and its meanness, and also the nature of the culprit himself, who is my brother, not in the physical sense, but as a fellow creature, similarly endowed with reason and a share of the divine. Therefore, none of those things can injure me, for nobody can implicate me in what is degrading." In this passage, Marcus reminds himself to act with the virtues of understanding, patience, and compassion, even in the face of others' ignorance and wrongdoing. By doing so, he strengthens his own character and remains true to his principles, regardless of external circumstances. 3. Application to leadership. As an emperor, Marcus Aurelius had to make decisions that affected the entire Roman Empire. The principle of acting as if you already own it was crucial to his ability to lead effectively. By acting with the wisdom and justice he sought to embody, Marcus was able to make decisions that were in the best interest of the empire, even when they were difficult or unpopular. This approach to leadership is relevant even today. Whether in positions of power or in everyday life, acting as if we already possess the qualities we seek, such as wisdom, patience, or courage, can help us make better decisions and lead more effectively. Practical applications in daily life. The principle of acting as if you already own it is not just a theoretical concept. It is a practical tool for self-improvement and personal growth. By applying this principle in our daily lives, we can cultivate the virtues and qualities that lead to true contentment and fulfillment. 1. Cultivating inner virtue. The first step in applying this principle is to identify the virtues or qualities you wish to cultivate. For example, if you want to be more patient, begin by acting as though you already possess that patience. When faced with a situation that tests your patience, remind yourself to respond with calm and understanding. Over time, this practice will help you develop greater patience as a natural part of your character. Similarly, if you wish to be more courageous, start by acting with courage in small, everyday situations. Whether it's speaking up in a meeting, standing up for what you believe in, or taking a step outside your comfort zone, these small acts of courage will build your confidence and strengthen your character. 2. Detaching from external outcomes. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. By acting as if you already own the qualities you desire, you shift your focus from external outcomes to internal states. This detachment from external results allows you to maintain your equanimity and peace of mind, regardless of the challenges you face. For example, if you are working toward a goal, such as a promotion or a personal achievement, act as though you already possess the qualities needed to succeed. Focus on the process, the effort, and the development of your skills, rather than the outcome. By doing so, you reduce anxiety and frustration, and you increase your chances of success. 3. Overcoming fear and self-doubt. Fear and self-doubt are common obstacles to personal growth and fulfillment. The principle of acting as if you already own it can help you overcome these obstacles by encouraging you to embody the confidence and self-assurance you seek. When faced with a situation that triggers fear or self-doubt, remind yourself to act with the confidence you wish to develop. This might involve speaking up in a situation where you would normally remain silent, taking on a challenge that scares you, or simply standing tall and projecting confidence, even if you don't feel it inside. Over time, these actions will help you build genuine self-confidence. 4. Enhancing relationships. The principle of acting as if you already own it can also improve your relationships with others. By acting with kindness, empathy, and understanding, even when you don't feel those qualities in the moment, you can strengthen your relationships and create a more positive and supportive environment. For example, if you are in a conflict with someone, act as though you already possess the forgiveness and understanding needed to resolve the situation. Approach the conversation with an open heart and a willingness to listen, rather than with anger or defensiveness. This approach can help de-escalate conflicts and build stronger, more trusting relationships. Conclusion. The Stoic principle of acting as if you already own it, as taught by Marcus Aurelius, is a powerful tool for personal transformation. It's about aligning your actions with the virtues and qualities you aspire to embody, regardless of your current state. Through deliberate practice and reflection, you cultivate a mindset that transcends external circumstances and fosters inner growth. In doing so, you inch closer to living a life of true virtue and fulfillment, which, for a Stoic, is the ultimate goal.